Good day, God day to you. I hope you are having a good start to this day. I am excited for what God is doing. God is moving, God is working, God is shifting, God is changing, God is doing a new thing, okay? And there's so much good stuff I got this morning from my meditation. It's like, where do I begin? The first thing first, I encourage you to seek God first, right? Before you start to get into your routine as you roll out of the bed, take a moment to seek God, right? Open up His Word. Even if you don't even know where to start or what to read, just take the time to open His Word and get in connection with God, right? And seek His righteousness. And really, what does that mean? His way, right? What does He ask us to do? What does He want us to do? How does He want us to do it? And the only way you're going to really understand and know what that is by opening up His truth, which is His Word. And as you do that, pray about it. Whatever you read, just say, hey, I read this in this book this morning, and I'm praying that you make that real in my life, right? You can verbatimly repeat it, or you can just say, hey, you know my heart, and I'm asking that you just lead and guide me through this process of shifting from what I knew to now what I'm seeking, which is you. And yeah, that was the first thing. And for my daily devotional, it goes back to the story of the prodigal son. The lost son is how the NIV titled it. And I was so intrigued by the story today because he literally was at the point where he was about to eat as if he was a pig. And then he came to his senses and said, wait a minute, my father has servants that could give me food. Let me go back to where I come from. And when he went back, he had the intention, the mindset that, look, I messed up. He confessed it, right? And he's like, you know what? Just make me a servant, and I'll just take what I can get from you. And his father in turn embraced him and celebrated him. So I'm like, yes, I want that. I want that moment of coming to my senses and realizing that my way is not the right way. And as I realized that, I put myself in this situation, and to understand that I could always go back to where I came from. And guess what? Instead of me fearing and worrying, I trust and know that my father will just embrace me back in. So that was very inspiring, uplifting. And then from my book, What Happens When Women Pray, I'm at the very end of it. And she just talks about the power of prayer chains and how there's a notion that the weakest link, you're only as strong as that. And instead of it being that way with a prayer chain, the weakest link and the strongest link are both strong, But overall, just inspiring and encouraging, people to link up in prayer, with people. And as you link up in prayer, just watch the miracles unfold as your prayers get answered, especially when you're praying the right way. And I'm just thinking about birthing a prayer chain where, we can get together and not just women pray, but we pray. Men, women, boys, girl, young, old, and people. So I'm going to pray on that. What does that look like? And bring that into fruition. And last but not least, through the podcast that I listen to, I believe it's Emment Global Pod, and it's Dr. Myles Munroe. He was speaking on how to live effectively in time. And when I tell you that is such a good episode to listen to, because time is really the most valuable thing that we have. And if we're wasting time, listen, you can't get it back. And from the world perspective, the most valuable thing is money. And that's what people tend to seek, right? They put all their effort and energy into money, and they just hope that that money will just bring them what they need. But it's really about time and how you use it each and every day, and realizing that every moment counts. Every second, every minute, hour, day, week, month, year, it it counts. So when you invest in your time and you focus on the right things and do the right things with it, guess what? You'll produce a life that will reflect that. Meaning you could acquire wealth through managing your time well. You can become, you know, prosperous, successful, just by taking your time and putting it in the right, investing your time in the right things. So learning that time is a commodity, and when we put value in time, you really start to understand how sacred it is, and how you want to protect it, and how you want to grow it the best way possible. So that was really good. And I just feel like I just ate like a full meal, and everything was just like, yes, yes, yes. And then finishing it out with prayer and just lifting everything back up to God. And it's just like, Father, thank you for this moment to just sit and seek your righteousness. And, I don't think I have a perfect, situation and setup. I just really think my heart is in it for God. And I'm like, whatever it looks like, you know. I started randomly listening to positive podcasts. I'm like, okay, you want this mindset of growth. Listen to things that's good for you. Stop wasting time listening to stuff that won't add any kind of value to you. That goes for your music, that goes even towards food. And I love me some food, but it's like, even with food, when you start taking the time to like understand what you're eating and how you're eating it and how it affects your body, you start to understand, okay, this food potentially can either kill me or heal me. So just excited for today, and enjoying the fact that I can wake up and do this. I can take the time to seek God, and then I can take a moment to like spread it back to y'all and let you know, hey, I took a moment to look into this, and it encouraged me, it uplifted me. And I just hope that you find something that will encourage and uplift you. And I believe a shift is happening where I'll get back into like actually podcasting and organizing it and setting it up. But I really do enjoy these little videos where I'm just talking and sharing, my morning inspirations, my morning reflections. But it's a good day, a great day. I look forward to what is to come from this day, the lessons, the challenges, and just realizing that everything works out for our good, especially when you're pursuing the creator of it all. But take care, have a good day, and again, time is valuable. You can't get it back. So take the time to like be intentional with that. Also, prayer. Link with people and pray and be intentional about it. And also come to your senses. Like whatever situation you find yourself in that isn't good for you, or you just seem like it ain't working, just go back. Go back to your first love, which is the creator of all things, and just expect him to embrace you with open arms. So take care, have a good day, and I look forward to all that is coming from this day. Bye.